Hey, yo, what's up, everyone? What's going on? How's my TTG fam doing here today? What's up, guys? How you guys all doing tonight? What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. TTG, guys, one of the fastest growing, highest rated online trading communities that teaches the everyday person how to become a consistently profitable trader. First thing that you guys want to do, if you are brand new here, subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications, and of course, smash that like button. But let me explain to you guys why. Some of you might be like, well, Mike, I just got here, bro. I don't know if I like your content or not yet. So I don't know if I'm going to subscribe, and screw your like button. Well, I'll tell you guys this, turn that thumb blue, because every single day on these live streams, I, myself, Michael, Edward, head trader of True Trading Group, comes on these lives, and I share with you guys golden nuggets of information and education that I received working at a fund in New York City. My very first job at a college, I got hired at a fund in New York City, neutral long short equity hedge fund, and I was not allowed to touch a dollar of their money until I went through an educational training program. And I have since simplified that education. I share it with my TTG family members in our curriculum, but also on these live streams, I give you guys little golden nuggets and bits and pieces of that information on a daily basis. So like I said, you're going to want to subscribe and turn on those notifications to make sure you guys never miss out on any one of these lives. My goal with these lives is for you to be a better trader when we're done than you were when we started. Okay. Than we were when we started. So anyone who here has never, yes. And yes, that is where I broke my keyboard. This is a true story. I haven't told the story in a while. Yeah, I snapped my keyboard right in half when I was working at. I'm not going to tell the story. I'm skipping the story. I'll save the story for another night. My TTG fam knows the story very well. It's a story I'm going to be telling my grandkids one day. But guys, we got a very special live stream here tonight. First thing that I want to do, though, is I want to know how many people that are on the live right now have never been on a TTG live stream before. Okay, if this is your very first live stream, I want you guys to type the letter I in chat right now. I want to see how many brand noobs we got. Merc for Heart, the Cat, Gingiola, Christine Chapman, SDR, Derek Lesson, M.Da 0214, Priscilla Fawn, Flyers, Michael McCon, AJ, Hermosa, Brett, Day Lamore, Michelle Nguyen, Dr. Mann, TB Trading, Michael Carey, Bob Sims, Nick Kunsewich, definitely didn't pronounce that right, John, Joanne, Ross, Randy Hall, Lynn Staten, Mark Thompson, Hara, Lowe, Demetrius Gales, Kendrick Wheeler, Juan Luis Leo, David Atwall, Keith Adler, Walter Friedland, Carla Augustin, Daniel St. Aubin, George Brady, nice guys, Bawani, Dave Kinney, Khalil Rashid, Andre Barker, Richard Brown, Nicholas Riley, Slick Records. Very nice, guys. Trevor Byers, good. Guys, awesome. Listen up, guys. Those of you that are brand new, like I said, you guys are definitely going to want to make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications. For those of you that are all brand new, my TTG fam, give a big warm welcome to all of our brand new first-time viewers. My TTG fam, give a big warm welcome to our first-time TTG viewers. Tell them that they're in the right place if they're looking to learn on how to trade stocks or options, day trade or swing trade. But what I will say to you guys, if you are here for the very first time, and I start my lives off by kind of making sure that everyone understands, and we're all on the same page here, because on a lot of my lives, you'll see a lot of TTG members commenting about the success that they're having. You'll see them mention their winning trades, how much money they're making. And it's important to note that although the vast majority of TTG members are doing very well, it doesn't necessarily mean that everyone is doing well. And for those that are doing well, or you know, it doesn't mean that they were not struggling in the very beginning of their journey. Okay, so tonight I want to ask this question first. For all my TTG members, out there that are viewing this live, if you struggled at first with trading and then were able to turn it around and improve and start to make money because of True Trading Group, I want you guys to all go ahead and type the number 1 in chat right now. For those of you that are not members, I want you to pay attention to all the number 1s that are coming through in chat, because at TTG, we leave no trader behind. And if they can do it, so can you. It is okay if you are struggling. It is okay if you're still not making the kind of money that you want to be making. It's okay if you're not yet a consistently profitable trader, guys. Okay, it is okay. All right, it's not going to be easy, but nothing worthwhile ever is. And that's why I want to start that off with letting you guys see how many of my TTG family members that are on this live that are doing very well now. We're not always doing well as a trader. And you can see, guys, that with the TTG education, they're able to now turn things around and become a consistently profitable trader. Tonight, we have a very special live stream. And I know I've said that before, but I'm really serious when I tell you we have a very special live stream, okay? Shug, for those that do not know, his real name is Adam. The TTG fan, we call him Shug. He is my business partner with True Trading Group and co-founder. He has a major surprise that not even I know about. So we've got something crazy that's going to be going on the live stream tonight that not even I know about, and I can't wait to see what's going on. I mean, listen, I've got 2 guests that I'm bringing on my live tonight. We got 2 very special guests. One, obviously, you guys know very well, Jason Spatafor, the Wolf of Weed Street, the leading voice in the cannabis space. Nobody knows the cannabis industry better than him. Cannabis stocks have been absolutely on fire. The U.S. names, even the Canadian names, have been absolutely on fire. Canopy Growth, Tilray, all made huge moves as of late. Curaleaf, Green Thumb, Cresco Labs, TerraSend, True Leaf, Harvest, all huge moves as of late. And the Wolf of Weed Street, Jason Spatafor, who's one of the TTG moderators there in chat, has been absolutely crushing these weed stocks. And the TTG fam, I'm sure you guys have been crushing those weed stocks as well. I see everyone that kind of goes through and talks about their successes with all of the weed stocks. What I actually want to see real quick is, out of my TTG family members, if you have made money with the Wolf of Weed Street and his pot stock trades, I want you guys to all go ahead and type the letter I in chat right now if you have made money with the Wolf and his cannabis stock plays. I want you guys to pay attention to how many letter I's come across the screen right now, because when I say you are in a treat, when I bring on the Wolf of Weed Street to talk pot stocks with you, there's also been some discussion from Chuck Schumer about the cannabis space. I'm going to bring the Wolf on. He's going to talk to you guys about his positions. He's going to talk to you about the stocks that he likes the best for long term, what's going on on the legislative front, okay, with regards to potentially legalizing cannabis here in the States. And we'll be talking about, some of the MSOs and everything like that. So we have a lot to go over here tonight. Okay, a lot to go over here tonight. Okay, so let's start this off with a quick 10 to 15 minute Q&A before we actually start to bring on our guests. Oh, and then my other guest is going to be after the Wolf of Weed Street, my other guest, we've got a TTG member that will be here live with us tonight to share their experience during their trading journey. That's going to be on here, joining me here tonight as well. So we've got the Wolf of Weed Street to talk cannabis stocks, and we've got a TTG member that's going to be on here live telling us their story and talking about their trading journey. To get things started here, guys, I'm going to give some time for people to log on. Before I go ahead and start bringing on our guests, I'm going to start this live stream off with a quick open for blanket Q&A, 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, I'll just take a couple of questions. Also, guys, I've got no idea what Shug is going to do, but it's major. So I've got no idea what Adam has planned for this live, but I'm being told I'm going to love it. So I'm being told the Wolf is going to love it. I'm being told all of you are going to love it. So I don't know. I'm excited to see what the hell's going on here. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. But let's start things off, guys. Open for blanket, quick Q&A. We'll do about 10, 15 minutes or so. Give some time for people to learn, and then we're going to dive in. I'll bring on my guests, and then we'll start to talk about some cannabis stocks. All right. Thoughts on the future of CCIV. CCIV, it all comes down to the merger. If they do the merger with Lucid, then it's a go. It's fully starting to, it's fully being priced in. It's fully being priced in, I mean, if something was to happen with the merger, that thing would collapse. But, I think it's a great company. I think, they're one of the most stylish, electric vehicle stocks. I think they're one of the most stylish electric vehicle stocks. So I do like it. Is AMD a safe bet? Yes, I own AMD in my long-term portfolio. There's major support at $75 on AMD. The stock has recently had a little bit of a pullback. I think it's a buyable pullback. There's major support in front of 75. What are my thoughts on VREO? I'm not familiar with VREO. I'd have to look into that one, guys. My man Chris, what's up, man? Dinner was good, bro. My man OG had a one-on-one with Chris today. Had a one-on-one with Chris today. If you guys remember Chris was OG using him. Chris, we had Chris on as a guest a few weeks ago, and I just had a one-on-one with him today. How about Sava? Major move on Sava. I think that you could see more. I think you could see more on Sava, guys. Big time news. Alzheimer's drug. I hope so, man. It's such a horrible, horrible disease. In that stock, Sava went nuts today on some positive data regarding their Alzheimer's drug, and I pray every day that that their drug is not even just for the stock of Sava, but just for people. I think it was like 5.5 million people in the United States are affected by Alzheimer's each year. Just a horrendous, just a terrible disease, and that's why Sava had such a big move today. And I think you probably I have to go back and check. I don't know what the short position was on Sava. I'm really not sure, but a lot of times when you have these like biotech plays like that, a lot of them just naturally have high short positions on them because, for every one company that gets FDA approval, there's 10 that don't. So if you're a short seller, the odds are in your favor to go against those FDA approval type plays. But the thing is, when one of them does get positive data, you get the life squeezed out of you, and you saw that happen here today on Sava. But I have not checked what the short position is on Sava. I'd have to go back and look maybe when we're done here. But I think that with what I saw at that stock today, and you're coming up to just some major resistance levels. You had a major level layer in the low to mid 70s. We kind of got up there today, found some resistance, pulled back. Then you got another major level in the low 80s. But if you get over the low 80s, it's clear skies if you get through the low 80s. So we'll keep an eye on Sava going into tomorrow. I see that Travis Matthews swag. Thanks, bro. James Hung, CRBP. I actually was looking at CRBP today. I like it. I like it. Future of Johnson & Johnson, very safe bet. I own it. Mike, what do you think when SpaceX launched Taurus spaceship? Is that significantly riser price for Tesla? No. No. I will tell you guys one thing, though. I am going to get a ticket and I am going to go to space. I'm telling you guys that right now. And when that day comes, I will live stream it, like going up, and I'll do it. I swear to God, I'm going to do it. I'm not kidding. Like I'm going to go to space. Okay. I am absolutely obsessed with space. All I watch is the Science Channel, like how the universe works, you know, Morgan Freeman doing the voiceover or the narration. Bro, one of my favorite shows, literally. I'm totally obsessed with outer space. So you bet your ass I'm going up there. I'm going up there. Yeah, I don't know if I'll have Wi-Fi up there though. I don't know if I'll be able to make trades. I saw my David Padilla. I saw your comment, bro. You're like first guy to trade from space. Maybe I'll see if Elon Musk can like connect me to one of his satellites out there just so I can place a trade real quick. If I tell him, I promise I'll buy Tesla. If you just let me connect on one, let me hop on one of your, let me piggyback on one of your satellites. But no, I don't think when that happens, you're not going to see a big spike in shares of Tesla. The two companies are completely unrelated. Amazon. Yeah. How about Amazon? Yeah. I'm actually surprised it took that long unless maybe it's the first time I just saw it. Maybe other people asked me, but there's just thousands of comments going. So I do miss comments, obviously, but somebody was just asking about what I think about Amazon. Guys, Jeff Bezos stepping down as the CEO of Amazon. This is not as big of a deal as it may sound. Okay. For the last couple of years now, Jeff Bezos has been getting a lot more involved in other ventures. You've got, he owns the Washington Post. He's got a lot of like charity organizations and funds that he has organized and run. You've got his space play, which is Blue Origin, which is his space company. He's a busy guy. And he's been getting more and more and more involved in those different ventures over the last couple of years. And the guy that's taking over as CEO heads up the cloud part of the company. So, I mean, honestly, I don't think it's that big of a deal. He's still going to be executive chairman. He's not completely walking away from the company. It's no different than like when Bill Gates stepped aside as CEO of Microsoft, which was a very long time ago, and people don't really realize that. But then he still maintained like an executive chairman, like then you have board of directors, and he still remains a role. Then you have Ellison. Ellison stepped down a while ago. But like these founders, listen, there's nothing like having the founder of the company kind of at the forefront. I think Amazon is enough of a beast, for lack of a better word, or maybe that's the perfect word, that I don't think it's going to have that big of an effect. I mean, they just had a good quarter. The stock didn't really react as positively as it probably should have because you have that mixed news in there of Jeff Bezos stepping down as CEO. But I don't think it's that big of a deal. If Elon Musk stepped down from Tesla, you'd see that stock crater. But two totally different companies at two totally different points throughout their growth and their development. So I don't really think it's that big of a deal. I'm not sitting there saying, oh no, and let me sell my Amazon position now. I'm not selling my Amazon position ever. Well, I shouldn't say that. The first time I'm going to sell my Amazon position is going to be the first time I'm going to sell my long-term portfolio. And that's going to be when the Federal Reserve says they're going to start to raise interest rates. And that's when, inflation gets over 2.5%. That'll be the first time I'll start to take profits in my long-term portfolio, and which will include Amazon. Doodle says, Mike, what do you think about Walmart? You've said in the past you like Walmart. What do you think about how they're doing now? What's your opinion? I like Walmart. I do like Walmart. I like them a lot. My thoughts on Walmart have not changed. I'm still bullish on Walmart. I think that over the next couple of years, you're going to see that company really evolve. Their management team has really proven over the last, I'd say probably like 2 years, that they are actively and aggressively, like ahead of the curve. Like they're ahead of the trend. Like they were far better positioned for online and like that mobile pickup or curbside pickup, I should say. They were in in talks to buy TikTok. Like, the company is going to be evolving. Like you think of Amazon, when you look at Amazon, 10 years ago, you would never think that they're going to own a food company like Whole Foods. You'd never think that they would be getting into pharmacies. You would never think that they'd be getting into cloud computing and all the, like, that company has evolved in a major, major, major way. And Walmart's management team has kind of shown me over the last year or two that they are actively doing the same thing. Now, listen, it's possible they could make a big splash and they could swing and miss and they can, do a bad deal. But when it comes to like when you want to find like the next Amazon, and I'm not saying Walmart's going to give you returns like Amazon did, but you want to find companies that are not scared to adapt, evolve, and kind of adjust to the times. Like, one of the reasons why I've talked so negatively on Intel was because like they didn't adapt to times. They just kind of stayed stagnant. And I've been saying for a while, people ask me on my live streams for like the last year, 2 years about Intel. And I'm like, stay away from Intel. Stay away from Intel. They're garbage. Compared to all your other semiconductors like AMD, NVIDIA, Taiwan Semiconductor, Lam Research, Micron, all those other companies, those stocks have outperformed Intel like, 50-1. It's ridiculous. But what happened? What was needed? Intel came in, an entirely new management team, new CEO, and then all of a sudden, Intel, stock gets that big pop. That was just that not too long ago. That was just a few weeks ago. That was just a few weeks ago. So, you'd be surprised at what a new management team can do. Look at GM, General Motors. I've been talking about General Motors now for months. Like when everyone was going crazy over NIO and XPEV and LI and Workhorse and all these other EV companies, I'm like, guys, everyone's forgetting about General Motors and like all these other companies that like you think they're just going to sit there and they're just like, oh, we're just not going to make electric vehicles. You're out of your mind. GM is investing tens of billions of dollars into the EV space. They bring in new management. I mean, look at what that stock has done. So that's another company. I'm bullish on General Motors long-term because I like how aggressively they're moving and investing into the electric vehicle space. So another one. All right. All right, guys, I think I'm going to take like maybe one more question. J Money, Mike, when a stock's consolidating in a wedge and there's walls of stock on the ask that are constantly put up, is that continuing conversation? I think you're looking too much into it. Okay, I think you're looking too much into it. I don't think that. Like, listen, I'm not going to sit there and say, okay, a stock is inside of a wedge pattern. And if you're, right at the top of that wedge, you see like there's a lot of shares for sale or something like that. And that's not going to be an indication to me that like, okay, this wedge is going to fail because there's a lot of shares for sale at that level. That's not going to make me feel either more bullish or more bearish about that particular wedge. It's really not. Okay, so hold on one second, guys. Hold on, guys. 1 second. Wow. I just found out what's the surprise for tonight. Oh my God. Adam just told me. You got to be shitting me. Oh my God. Oh, you guys are in for a treat, man. Oh, you guys, listen, for those of you that if this is your first time here, you picked a hell of a stream, boy. You picked a hell of a stream. We've got a pretty sick surprise. You guys have we got a pretty sick surprise coming in here. Hold on one second. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. One more question. Come on. Let's go. One more question. I'm sorry. I just got so excited. Okay. So, Mike, what do you factor in when you convert a day trade into a swing trade? What's a good indicator to carry overnight? Okay. First of all, when you enter a day trade that's intended to be a day trade, only turn it into a swing if the stock has done what you thought it was going to do, and you've already taken profits off of your position. Okay, guys, listen up. All right. So I'm about to bring on for you guys our special guests, but before I do, I have to give like a quick little like explanation because we have a lot of new people on here that may not know about this, but like we've got this thing in chat, right? So for those of you that follow the Wolf, like I told you, the Wolf is going to be one of my guests here tonight. He is like the best trader I've ever seen in my life when it comes to the cannabis stocks, but he doesn't just trade cannabis stocks. He also trades a lot of different options, and he also trades US Steel, ticker symbol X. It's one of his favorite ticker symbols. He's absolutely destroyed it and crushed it trading ticker symbol X. And every time he trades it and crushes it, he comes on the mic and he plays a song. Okay. And that is DMX's song, where X Gon Give It To You, is the song that he always plays on the microphone in chat whenever he nails one of his trades in X. Okay. So everybody, I want to give a big shout out, and TTG fam, I want you all to welcome the legend, DMX, my brother. What is going on, man?
Good. Welcome to the True Trading live group stream. You know what I'm saying? You watching Mike Edward and Wolf of Weed Street. And yo, I've been waiting to say this all day. X don't give it to you. He gonna give it to you. What?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you, bro.
Anytime,
big fan, man. I appreciate you.
You gotta plug me in, baby.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely, man. Thank you so much.
All right, God bless you, man.
All right, bro. Yo, that was sick. Wolf.
Dude, how was I not on talking to DMX? I'm so pissed right now. I'm so pissed.
Where were you?
I was here the whole time.
Oh, man. Oh, dude. That was awesome. Well, there you go, man. The X, bro. It's your favorite. It's your favorite trade. It's like your favorite song.
It is. X definitely gave it to me tonight.
Tell him. Just give a quick little rundown, man, about your X. Like, how that even come about?
What, US Steel?
Yeah.
Or
like,
DMX?
DMX. Like playing that song, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, every time we get to a certain profit point, I'm just like, yo, guys, trust, like X is going to give it to you. I mean, this was literally the first trade I made in True Trading Group. It was US Steel at $5. So if you look from March to, this month, we went from 5 to 25. And we traded options the whole way. And, our win rating is over 95% on it, and sometimes we get taxed. We're getting taxed right now. But, it psychs people up. It lets everybody know in the chat that, we've gotten to we've made it. It's also a really good option to learn on, or it has been. I really can't say that in the last month because it's been a little bit drunk, but that's it.
All right. Well, Wolf, don't go anywhere.
I'm so
we got a lot to talk about. I want to, bring you on real quick because, DMX, I know is your boy, so I want to make sure you saw that, but don't go anywhere. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about regarding the cannabis space. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about these pot stocks. I know you've been absolutely crushing the pot stocks. Today was a real ATM machine day for you. A lot of profit taken off the table today on a lot of those positions, and you've been buying the dip like an animal. Before we get into your cannabis stuff, I do want to bring on our other guest tonight, who is a TTG member. Hold on one second. All right, guys. So I do want to go ahead and I want to bring on our other guest. Guys, give a big shout out and a huge warm welcome to Michael Krenig, aka Breathe Easy HVAC in chat. Username Breathe Easy HVAC in chat. My boy Mike, what's going on, man? Hey yo!
Yeah, it's great to be here. I mean, I don't know how I'm supposed to follow after DMX, but definitely. Wow, that was a big surprise.
Right? How crazy! Oh my god, dude! I had no idea. I had no idea. Well, listen, Mike. Tell me, we've got a lot to go over here tonight. I want to go over some of the cannabis stuff too with the Wolf, and I know that it kind of works out perfect because I know you've actually done really well trading ticker symbol X and everything with the Wolf. But before, I've got a bunch of questions that I want to go over with you. Before I dive into some questions, just tell us a little bit about yourself and kind of how you got started trading. Give us a little bit of kind of the backstory. And then we'll just so the viewers on the live stream can kind of get a feel for who you are and everything. And then I'll go into some more detailed questions I've got for you.
All right. I've been trading for about 5 years, mostly long stocks. I haven't really done a lot of option or day trade stocks. I kind of just started that beginning of last year. Obviously, since COVID hit, it gave me a lot of opportunity to get more involved with it. Basically, I started with another chat room, another group, beginning of last year, which I did really, really well with. It wasn't a very diverse company or a diverse trading platform. They kind of just went off what they got on scanners and so on and so forth. So I started with them in January, roughly just ended with them in this January. But sorry, guys, I'm a little nervous. I get camera shy, so.
That's all right, man.
But yeah, like I said, I never really did a lot of day trading or option trading. I just started that last year. Once I joined you guys, I think it was in August of last year, I started focusing more of my time and more of my attention towards option trading and stuff like that. So, like you guys were talking about the X trades, I did great last year with X trades with Wolf. To be honest with you, I don't have a log, which I really need to start keeping a log, but just in the X trades alone, I believe last year I did roughly around, I want to say about 65,000 in profit.
That's amazing.
Just on those X trades,
That's awesome,
which is fantastic. And actually to date, just from August with you guys, I'm up about 115K, a little over that.
Woo!
It would have been a little bit more. I did get a little cocky on some of my trades, before I did all the training that you guys have on your website, which is great training. I still haven't finished it yet. I'm about 80% through, but it's made a big difference with my profit margins, doing stop losses, definitely tearing into a lot of trades instead of just jumping into one, which, I've lost a lot of money just jumping into trades. But yeah,
That's awesome.
I just love it. I love what you guys do. I mean, I love the TTG fam. You know, it looks like everybody has everybody's back. Everybody helps one another, which is great. I got nothing bad to say about the other platform. I did really well with that. To be honest with you, I did extremely well with them. But
you know, I guess maybe that's kind of a like if you were doing so well with the other group, like what made you decide to look for another group, and then what made you sign up for TTG if you were doing so well with the other group?
At first, to be honest with you, I got greedy. I just wanted to make more money. Like I said, he only traded stuff that came out in scanners. So there wasn't a lot of diversity. You know, we never got into pot stocks. We never got into other different types of trades or stuff like that. So when I signed up for you guys, I just did the $3 trial. And I kind of, the downside of that was I was trying to do 2 trading rooms at one time, which got really hard after a while. So after trading with you guys just for, I think, a day or two, I actually signed up for the year. And then the following week, I signed up for the lifetime, which I made all my money back that same week for my lifetime membership.
It's awesome.
But the difference really was obviously the diversity in trades that you guys offer. You guys make it a lot more fun to trade other than just listening to somebody talk and just kind of doing what they tell you to do. And then obviously the TTG fam is a big difference. You know, he had quite a few people trading with them, but it was, you know, everybody was kind of there for themselves. They weren't there to really help anybody or do anything to that. I mean, with everybody here, it's fantastic. You know, if I ask a question, I know the mods can't get to every questions. A lot of the guys just jump on right away and answer, you know, they answer the question for you. Or, you know, they give stock ideas and stuff like that, tips, you know, trade ideas, which is fantastic. I made some good money just off some of the trades that guys mentioned in chat.
Yeah,
so
me too. You know, that's one of the things. That's one of the things that I like most. You know, about TTG and our group is like. So it kind of sounds like it's like your other group was more like just like kind of a trade alert, like follow the leader kind of thing, not really getting into detail, getting into depth, getting into like the reasoning behind the trade and the education. And it's like, that's one of the reasons that I like True Trading Group so much is obviously not only do we teach people like how to fish, and we always, you know, are on the microphone saying, this is why we're about to buy this stock here. This is why I'm going to be selling it here, and give the reasoning and the education behind the trade. But I want I want people to be able to identify opportunities elsewhere. Like I can't look at 1,000 stocks all at once. The wolf can't look at 1,000 stocks all at once. So the more people that we have that know what to look for and that have an education that can identify good setups, there has been plenty of times that a member has brought a stock to my attention that I otherwise was not looking at. And I was like, wow, you know what? This actually looks really good. And I end up taking a trade on it, making money. And I'm like, man, I owe that member a steak dinner, because if it wasn't for that member calling out that trade and bringing it to my attention, I wouldn't have made the trade. I wouldn't even been looking at the stock. That's what being in a trading group is about. You're supposed to make each other better. You're not in a group just to stroke someone's ego. You're trading in a group so you all can benefit from one another's like presence, you know? So that's kind of one of the things that I like the most about TTG. So tell me a little bit more, kind of like what have you shifted towards now? Like you were with the other group, it kind of sounds like it was like one specific trading style, and now you kind of have grown into becoming a more diversified trader, trading stocks and options and US Steel and the cannabis stocks and everything is like. So what are you trading now? Like besides X, which we know that you killed it on X, what else have you been profiting on? And like how has your trading style evolved since you've kind of gotten the education with True Trading Group?
Well, with the other group, you know, they only did option trades, you know, institutional trades is kind of what they looked for. So we never got into actually buying the stocks, you know, didn't really get into, you know, my long stocks or anything like that, what to invest in for long term. It was just more or less kind of what popped up. So since I started with you guys and kind of going back and forth with Wolf, I adjusted a lot of my stuff into getting more into cannabis stocks. You know, I had a couple of Canadian cannabis stocks, which Wolf told me to get rid of, and I definitely got rid of those already. And it's actually made a big difference. You know, I got a lot into Harvest and Curaleaf and stuff like that, which I'm doing really well with that. I'm not doing the back and forth day trade as much as I should. And and I'm kind of regretting not doing that. But I definitely got some nice positions with them, and they're doing a lot better than those other stocks I was going with. I've done a lot of. I made a little bit of money on the GME stock. I did jump in a little bit with that right in the beginning. I kind of got out of it when it got out of hand. I just didn't trust it too much.
Yeah,
I don't want to invest in something like that. It just got crazy. And but yeah, now I'm doing a lot more quick day trades. You know, like before, his options trades were more of a buy today, wait a couple of days, sell it. You know, now I'm more into, you know, buy it today, selling it right away type of thing. Not right away, but making your profits on the daily trade.
right.
So that's something I really just got into with you guys. That's kind of where a lot of my stuff is went. I do focus a lot more on my long-term stocks, trying to create something for later on in life, not just stuff right now. And you know, the good part is that since I do kind of own my own business, I kind of live off that. So everything I make as profit goes directly right back into either my day trades or my long stocks right now. So
awesome, man. That's incredible. That's awesome. I'm really happy to hear, you know, that you were, and I honestly, I commend you, because a lot of people, once they kind of like find something that is working, like so many people, you know, search for so long for like a secret that works. And then once they find something that works, they kind of just stay there, you know? And I really commend you for saying, hey, I'm doing really well with this, but I want to diversify. And I know there's more opportunities out there that I want to be able to kind of get more of an education so that it's less following and relying on someone else and being able to actually identify these opportunities and things on your own. It sounds like you've really grown as a trader to like kind of have that confidence to go after some of these trades on your own now, which is an amazing thing. And you're probably seeing, I always tell people, like, you will do the best that you can once you are able to start to trade on your own. You can follow people all you want, but if you want to realize your true potential, it's being able to identify this stuff on your own. So I really commend you for being able to, like, hey, you know what? Like, I know there's more out there and I want to get better and I want to look into some other stuff. I've got another question here. I heard a rumor that you made enough money trading with TTG for a down payment on your new house. Is this true?
I did, yes. And unfortunately, with our housing market, it's just gone insane. So, I mean, people are literally paying $100K over asking price on these houses.
It's
so
insane.
we did back off a little bit on it because I'm all about return on investment, and I'm not going to pay $100K above what a house is worth because it's just not going to stay that way. And we're pretty sure we're going to have a little bit of a market crash down here in California, at least for the housing market. So I'm kind of backed off a little bit, waiting for that.
Yeah, in California, the prices are insane.
Oh, it is. We live in Orange County. It's ridiculous out here. You know, it's
insane.
You know, what my condo's worth right now it's not worth it. You know,
Right.
but that you pay to live here in Orange County. Unfortunately,
it's insane, man. People pay $1 million for like a 2-bedroom apartment. It's like, it's nuts. It's crazy.
And I did tell Wolf that when we do get our place, there is going to be a room dedicated to Star Wars and Wolf. So
nice.
Haven't ran it by the missus yet, but it's going to happen. So
nice.
No, it's not. It'll.
Good stuff, man. All right, well, listen, I got one more question for you, and then I don't want to keep you for too long. What would you say to people? What would you say to people that are struggling to get this down? You know, and like, what can you say to them? Like, what words of wisdom would you have, or could you give for some? Because I think there's a lot of people that are on this live right now, and they come on, they're listening to you tell them, like, you know, you're doing it. You're living the dream that they're all trying to get to be a successful trader. But there's a lot of people that are watching this live that are maybe still struggling. And I just wonder if you have any words of wisdom for those people.
I just get educated. You know, I struggled in the beginning myself. I made a lot of stupid trades. I mean, one trade I made a really big mistake on. Again, I wasn't really educated the day of trading. I lost $30,000 on it, and it happened extremely fast. Wow. So it definitely do the education, you know, try to learn what you're doing before you jump into stuff. Because I mean, money can go really, really quick when it comes to this. And unfortunately, I learned the hard way. But you know, again, since I started watching videos on it, doing your guys' training on it, listening to how you guys trade and what you guys watch, you know, listening to Simmons in the morning and stuff like that made a big difference because it actually gave me something to look for, and instead of making an educated guess and instead of just jumping the gun or listen to hype that you hear on the internet or something like that, which is what I got into, and it cost me a lot of money. So I definitely training. I struggled in the beginning, but after I got that training, it made a big difference in my portfolio and everything, just my profit and P&L.
Awesome, dude.
So.
Awesome. Well, Mike, listen, man, I'm really happy to hear about your success. I thank you. A million. Did you do a one-on-one with the Wolf too?
Haven't done it yet.
Not yet. Okay. I
that's
was wondering.
I want to do a one-on-one with all you guys, but I get get caught up in everything, and then as soon as we're done trading, I got to run my business. So it's just trying to find time to do everything's been kind of hard. But again, the reason I do this is because I don't want to work all this time. I want to be able to spend more time with friends and family. So, and you guys are making it happen. So
awesome, dude. Awesome. Well, listen, man, I like I said, congrats on the success that you're having. This is just the beginning. We're going to keep striving to get better, keep striving to get bigger. I want to thank you for spending the time with us tonight and coming on here. I think a lot of the viewers that are on the live, really appreciate kind of your words of wisdom and sharing your story with us. So thank you very much, man. Everybody give a huge thank you to my boy Mike. Username in chat, Breathe Easy HVAC. Everybody give a big thank you for Mike for coming on here tonight, man. Mike, thanks a lot, brother. I will be seeing you. Yeah, thank you very much, man. I'll be seeing you in chat tomorrow, my man.
All right, take care.
Take care, brother. All right, guys. Man, that's he's killing it, man.
I know. I talk to him every day.
Yeah, he's killing it.
I love my little wolf pack.
Yeah, man. The wolf pack is getting bigger by the day.
I mean, it's destroying right now. It's crushing.
It's crushing. It's crushing. Well, listen, man.
Now we got the weed behind us. So
we got the weed background.
Is Adam gonna feed us questions?
I've got a couple of questions. I got a couple of questions for you.
Sure.
First, I'll kind of preface this with everyone that's on this live that maybe doesn't know who Jason is. His Twitter handle is right there at the bottom of your screen, at Wolf of Weed Street, ST for street. Okay. ST for street. Guys, put it this way. A lot of people that are on this live that if you're not a TTG member, maybe some of you come on these lives, you send me messages or maybe ask me questions, or you look to me for some type of as a mentor to help answer your questions on. Everyone asks me, Mike, what do you think about NIO? What do you think about Workhorse? What do you think about Amazon? What do you think about this? What do you think about this? Whenever I have a question about a cannabis related company, this is the person that I go to for guidance and advice on the cannabis stocks. I have never seen someone destroy a sector like this guy destroys the cannabis space. He's been dead right for the last, not even just the last couple of months, but the last several years, going all the way back to like 2013, 2014. He has been dead right on calling the rallies, calling the crashes, and telling, when it's time to dips and sell the rips. And he's been methodical and surgical these last couple of months, going back to the summertime with the recent run that we've had in the MSOs, in all the US listed cannabis companies like Curaleaf, Green Thumb, TrueLeaf, TerraSen, Cresco Labs, Harvest, or just a couple to name a few of the ones that he's been trading, and a lot of the TTG family members have been trading along the way. Okay, so for those that are interested in the cannabis space, definitely want to go ahead, give him a follow on Twitter, and I would recommend signing up to True Trading Group and following his cannabis related trades, because we've got members making small fortunes off of these type of trades. Okay, so Wolf, I've got a couple of questions for you, my man, because first and foremost, I mean, I'm not sure if you saw the thumbnail for tonight of you just dipping all the cannabis trades, and I know you've been buying the dip. Why do you keep buying the dip, especially after Thursday when the market dropped like it did? How do you have that confidence to just continuously buy the dip? Talk to me. Everybody wants to know. They're like, how come every time these things sell off, you're saying, buy the dip, and then a couple days later, you're 10%.
Well, what happened last week, it didn't just happen in the cannabis space. You guys know, after all the GameStop stuff, especially if you've got an online brokerage, like Mike uses Lightspeed, so he didn't have to deal with what us normal people did. I use E-Trade. I have TD, I have Schwab. All of them were like out. Couldn't get on for like 20 minutes. And, look, the cannabis space had already pulled back. But with what was going on in the market, what we were seeing with like GME, AMC, Nokia, they were covering shorts. And I said this probably on one of the first streams we did for Trader Palooza. I talked about how cannabis always gets hit the hardest first, because it's the one that's a high flyer, so it's usually the first thing that some of these people sell. So what was happening in the overall market, or what my perception was, one, the dip was buyable. Two, people were getting margin called all over the place and selling a bunch of really good stocks, and cannabis stocks being included in that were just getting whacked extra. And it was like, if you kind of see the forest for the trees and see everything that's happening, especially in the United States, and you extend your timeline, then you're actually looking at it as like, oh, this isn't pain. This is like, like you're thankful. So that was the reason that I started to go after it. And I started to go after, not just pot stocks, but other stuff. And it all really worked out. But, yeah, I mean, it was just really that simple. Like, we took it.
I think too, like, for those that don't know, Jason and I have extremely different trading styles. I'm more of a technical trader. Jason's more of a sentiment trader. And I think that, or I guess maybe my question to you, Wolf, is maybe like with like legalization kind of being on the horizon here, or just kind of it being like, with the Democrats taking control of the Senate, and, now you have a Biden administration, that like, do you think that, do you plan on continuing to buy the dip as these, because you think that, okay, eventually you're going to get that legalization, you're going to get maybe an opportunity for these OTC US companies to be able to uplist, and then you're talking about these companies still have, yes, they've made big moves, but with the fundamental catalysts that are in this foreseeable future now, where it's no longer a matter of like, hey, is this going to happen? But more like, hey, when? That maybe that sentiment is going to continue, and you think that there's a lot more upside left on these names.
Yeah, it's like this. If and I've said this before, if I tell you today that Curaleaf, and I can tell you with certainty that Curaleaf is going to be $30 in the next 12 months, okay? And let's just say, for argument's sake, like, it to be true. I'm like Biff Tannen from Back to the Future. I got like the pot stock almanac, and I'm like, fatter, older me comes and it's like, here, this is what the pot stocks are going to be doing. Then that the dips, then you're going to survive all of these dips, and they're all buying opportunities. So the most important thing for you to do is take advantage of the volatility and the range that it's giving you. I mean, we took Curaleaf, for example. The last time it was from 13, it went from 13 to 1670. We're taking it from 1670 and we're selling it up there, back down to 16. We buy some, it goes up a little, we sell some, it goes down to the 15s, we buy some, it goes up a little. And as it's stair stepping down, we're just buying, selling, buying, selling. We're creating, this nice little buffer for ourselves, and we're getting paid to be long. And what I always tell people is, if I I sold 2,000 shares at like 1650, and then when I come in to buy the dip, I'm not buying 2,000, I'm buying 500, and then I'll sell it. And then on the next dip, I'm buying 500. And then when you get that real big pullback, then I start being aggressive, and I'm buying the full amount and then using whatever I have extra to buy free shares. So to give you an idea, since July, I've accumulated like 5,000 free shares of Curaleaf, which is insane if you think about it.
Yeah.
And I've made, and everybody knows I've made a lot of trades in those names. And everybody says, well, why don't you, own Green Thumb? Why don't you own Trulieve? Which are two companies I really love. Why do you own Curaleaf? It's so slow. But that's exactly why I own it, because I want it to be slow. Because to answer your question, I'm going to be doing this up until the day that legalization is put into effect.
Right.
Why? Because at that day, then it becomes an execution story, the same way it did in Canada, which if people that follow me on Twitter know, in October of 2018, I exited the bulk of my positions because I was like, this is the top. I was like, the money is going to shift to the United States, and it becomes an execution story. Well, the Canadians didn't execute, and the U.S. Market just wasn't at that point of like really being developed to where it could break away from Canada. Because no matter what, even though the Canadian market is a lot it's shitty. I mean, let's just be honest. It's shitty compared to the U.S. They're not profitable. They have literally billions in write-downs, all diluted financings, and no positive EBITDA. And they've been legal for 3 years now.
Timeout. I don't mean to cut you off, Jason.
Oh, no likes?
How do we not have 500 likes right now?
That's bullshit.
We just had DMX on the live stream. Come on. Guys, I want 500 likes right now, or else I'm not letting the Wolf tell you what are his favorite cannabis stocks. I'm not letting him tell you what are his favorite stocks own until okay, there we go. That was quick. 550 likes, just like that. Look, now everybody smashes the like button. Come on. Don't make me work too hard.
I'm offended. I'm offended by that.
Right? DMX should be offended. It's the X. We should have 1,000 likes. Anyway, well, so I'll let you get back to here's because you were just talking about the Canadian stocks, and I want to touch upon those because like those are the ones that everybody knows, right? Because those are the ones that are main listed in the US, but like those stocks are all doing really well right now. Like Tilray, Canopy, Kronos, even Aurora, doing really, really well right now. Like, why do you think the cannabis stocks are going up right now? And then can you explain why, because I know you always say like, okay, the Canadian stocks are a trade, the US stocks, though, that's an investment. Talk about that maybe a little bit for everyone.
Yeah, it's really simple, not to offend anybody, but cannabis investors are really stupid. I mean, my feed on a daily basis, and not you guys because you're here, and not the people that really follow me on Twitter. They think that everything that's going on in legal is. I mean, people tell me today, Sundial, yeah, and it's about to go legal in the U.S. I'm like, yo, it's a Canadian company. They don't have the cash. They're like, they just did a raise. I'm like, okay. They need $500 million.
Look at Johnny's comment. Look at Johnny's comment. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
So like even Canopy, the way that Canopy is getting into the U.S. market is it bought an option to purchase part of TerraSend. And it's going to do it through Constellation Brands, which is not really happy with its $5 billion investment. I mean, Canopy's trading at an 18 multiple. It did $133 million less than Curaleaf, who's trading at a 5 multiple.
That's crazy.
Its gross margin is negative 23%. Curaleaf is 66%. So what is it? It's not that, the Canadians are so much better. No. It's because the Canadians trade on main listed, are main listed. They're on the New York Stock Exchange. They're on the NASDAQ. What do you think happens when all of a sudden you've got Curaleaf or, Trulieve, Green Thumb, and then you've got Aphria, Tilray, and Canopy? Where's the money going to go? All three of those companies are not profitable the way that the U.S. companies. Aphria is maybe, I think, the 6th like highest revenue generating company, but it's mostly accounting. You know, the companies in the US they're doing 40% quarter over quarter growth. Curaleaf has expanded into New Jersey. They're going to be expanding into New York, which Cuomo says he's going to make it legal. That's, you know, all the analysts are saying it's a 20x run next 18 months into legal. 20x. Okay, analysts are always wrong. Let's say 3x. Okay, so who cares? You know, but you're not tripling every dog crap company out there. You know, just because it's on the OTC also doesn't mean that it's going to uplist, right? You know, the companies that are going to uplist are the ones that are dual listed. They're trading in Canada, and they're trading in Canada because of a loophole. If they're trading in the US, they're not, you know, there's only a couple of companies that are even really touching the plant in the US. So, you know, the main difference is the U.S. companies are profitable, but they've got so many catalysts ahead of them. I mean, uplisting is one catalyst. It's probably the most important, you know, and it's even more so than legalization, which is nuts. So then you've got safe banking, which is part of 280E. So 280E is how they can bank, how they are taxed, right? So the way it's taxed is they're taxed off of their gross revenue, which is crazy. If Target had to do their taxes the way, let's say, TrueLeave did their taxes, they would be effectively paying a tax rate of 85% instead of 22%. So look at the difference. You'd have TrueLeave paying $120 million a year in taxes versus probably getting like a $60 million refund. You know,
that's just profit.
And that's just taxes. And think of the intrinsic value. Think about, like, all right, they want to go to the capital markets and raise money. Well, they're not going to have to do it with warrants that basically make it like, hey, I'm basically doing this raise at like 12% interest rate. No, now they can go to the market and they can get 2-3%, you know, especially while money's cheap. And that's just that. You know, then we've got the US market is, you know, the illicit market is $250 billion conservatively. Well, they're only predicting 29 billion for this year. Okay. There's a lot to cut into. And you're not thinking about it as like, you know, legalization. Everybody thinks, oh, everybody's going to be smoking weed. No. Then it becomes a consumer packaged goods trade. Then you've got the Snickers of weed, the Coke of weed. I mean, the weed drinks actually taste like garbage, but you get my point. And then like the real money comes in, you know, on the pharma side. Canada's dead. You know, three or four companies from Canada survive, you know, and that's Canopy, Afria, and Kronos. And it's only because of cash. That's it. Aurora's dead. Sundial is dead. Oh, it traded 1 billion shares today. Well, guys, congratulations. Okay. You know, the last time it went to $1, it went right back down to 40 cents. You know, it's not a Wall Street bets pump. You know, it's just people who like to gamble. And you can do that, but, you know, if you really want to make money, you've got to be invested in, you know, Curaleaf, which is CURLF, TrueLeave, which is TCNNF, Cresco Labs, which is CRLBF, TerraSend, TRSSF, Air Strategies, AYRWF, Columbia Care, Power REIT, IIPR, you know, and on and on and on. I mean, the 5 MSOs, I just gave you all the symbols. And, you know, you have to also understand like what markets they're in. And guys, it's actually really simple. I'm not that smart. I mean, truly, you know, I can just go to Google and look at what the numbers are coming through state to state. Okay. Put it in perspective. Colorado last year did, actually 2019, I haven't seen this year's numbers, did 1.97 billion in cannabis sales with a population of 4 million, 4.4 million. They crushed Canada in terms of like sales. And that's one state. Canada's population is 34 million.
Yeah.
So we've got 2 times the population, that's where the money is. I mean,
Yeah.
you look the company guys in Canada, like you're trading CSE companies, you're trading ghost ships. They just don't know that they're dead yet, and neither do the investors. And once we pull that liquidity up, then it becomes something really fun.
Yeah. All right. Well, I've got a couple of. Let me see here. Kiss My Asset says, do you think there'll be an Ides of March in pot stocks this year?
Probably. It won't be as dramatic. It'll mostly affect the Canadians, which will be a drag on the US, unfortunately.
Yeah. All right. And then Nikki says, I'd like for Wolf to talk a little bit about how we capitalize on cannabis stocks if we are starting out with a small account. It's hard to take profit and buy back when we may only have 25 or 50 shares. If any advice he can give would be greatly appreciated.
Yeah, I say this all the time. If you're not at a minimum selling 250, 300 shares, don't do it. There's no reason to do it. So you can stay long, and what you do is, if you're trading options, if you're trading anything else, or if you're just kind of adding to your account, just, you can roll profit from other trades into cannabis stocks, or you can just keep on adding to your position. I mean, when I started, that's what I did. I found a stock I really liked, and then every 2 weeks I'd add like $500, into it.
Cool. All right. And then last question. Sure. I want to talk to you a little bit about Chuck Schumer. What did he say? What's the news there, and what does it mean for cannabis? And honestly, were you surprised?
Yeah, I wasn't surprised. People were just really impatient. They thought day one they're going to talk about weed, but they really want to get control of coronavirus. I mean, they haven't said anything about infrastructure yet either. So what Schumer said is that their goal is to pass cannabis legal, make cannabis federally legal in 2021. So at least now they've said it. So it's kind of light at the end of the tunnel, right? If you're looking at it as like the vaccine news, it's like, hey, we're really far along with these drugs. We think we've got it. It's kind of like that. Now the market has, something to really look forward to, and then everything that comes along with that, and the big thing is institutions and funds that can't trade OTCs are basically going to have to come in behind us. So we're
absolutely guys, and I can attest to it. When I was working at the fund out of college, I was not allowed to buy OTC stocks. I was prohibited from buying OTC stocks when I was working at the fund. So you have a lot of funds, and that's why, when there's cannabis news, or if people want exposure to the cannabis space, they gravitate towards the Tilrays, the Canopies, the Auroras, the Kronos, because they're the cannabis stocks that are main listed on a major exchange. All your U.S. companies are on the OTC because it's still federally illegal in the US, and they cannot list on the NASDAQ or the NYSE because they touch the plan. But once that changes, and you're having these companies that are doing $100 million in revenue that can uplist to a main exchange, that's going to change. You're going to see a lot of the money. If I'm just thinking about it, if I was a money manager, let's say if I had $10 million spread across Tilray, Kronos, and Aurora, right? And Canopy. If I had 10 million, let's say I had 2.5 million in each of them. Okay. I'm going to definitely sell some of that position, and I'm going to put it into Curaleaf, Green Thumb, True Leaf. I'm going to put it into those names, or any new investment that comes in. I'm not going to add to my Tilray, Aurora, and Kronos positions. I'm going to initiate new positions as I get new investment as a money manager. I'm going to initiate new positions into the U.S. companies. But us sitting here as the individual retail trader, we are able to get in these names before them. That is why this is such an important opportunity for you guys to be paying attention to what the Wolf is telling you about the cannabis stocks, following the trades that he calls out with these names, because you have listen, you have some funds obviously that are in there, but a very large, overwhelming majority are not in these names. All you got to do is look at the volume, look at the liquidity. Look at the liquidity on Canopy Growth versus the liquidity on a stock like TerraSend or TrueLeaf or CureLeaf. Compare the volume that these stocks are doing on a daily basis, and you tell me if you think that there's an equal number of institutions that are in them. And that could be the reason why some of these MSOs are a little bit more, because you don't have institutional bids under them. It's weaker retail hands that have an E-Trade account.
Yeah. The crazy thing is if you took Canopy's multiple right now, which is sitting at like 19, and you took CureLeaf's, which is sitting at like 5, and you flipped them, Canopy would be like $11. CureLeaf would be like 45. So that just kind of shows you the complete disconnect. Yeah. And this is the same for Chrono. I mean, Chronos, I think, trades at an even bigger multiple. I think it's like 24 or something like that. Tilray, same thing. Tilray's garbage. Tilray and Afria literally had to team up to survive. And now Tilray is just having this monster run. Why? Because the whole Wall Street bets crowd and everything, they look, oh, Tilray went to 300 before. Well, it went to 300 before because it was a 10 million share float, and then Constellation threw $5 billion into Canopy. And then I saw in Forbes they talked about Medbox, which everybody from 2014 weed remembers. It went from $2 to 215 in a day. What they failed to tell you is it went up on 1,470 share volume. Somebody basically just painted it. And they're talking about it on CNBC, like, oh, look, and the next day it opens at like 33. Crazy. But it went from 33 to 100. It was a complete pump and dump. Like the analysts and everything do not understand this industry. They are consistently wrong. The analysts are like, I talk to analysts. My friends are analysts at BMO, Canaccord, Cohen, 8 Capital, and they're like, what do you think of this price target? And I'm like, add 20%. It's like that's my answer. Just add 20%. Like, what is it? I don't even have to see it. Just add 20% to it. So
cool, man. Well, listen, dude,
I hope it was exciting, guys. I'd like to talk about more, but I know Mike has to stick to the schedule, or Adam's going to have an aneurysm. So tomorrow I will be in chat early. Use TTG3 code, which is down here.
Somewhere. Right. They'll put it up there.
There you go. I broke the fourth wall. I'm sorry, Adam. I'm sorry. So yeah, I'll be in there. So use TTG3, whatever. And Mike's gonna go into some of his trades, or blah blah blah.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for joining me tonight. This is something that a lot of people.
Let me say something. Adam, sorry, I'm going to have to say this, Mike. So I wanted to talk about U.S. Steel. So U.S. Steel, which HVAC has crushed it on, has been a little bit. It's been a much harder trade in the last month, 1,000%. This thing used to just move slowly and incrementally to now it's going up $1, down $1, up $1, down $1 in the same day, which it has never done the whole time. So they did an offering, and we are in $25 calls for April 19th. I don't know how many days that is. I'm guessing it's like, I don't know, 70 something, close. So, they did an offering tonight, guys. I'm still waiting on like the whole infrastructure. We've got, they announced a dividend, which the record date will be March 9th. Okay. I don't think you do, you announce a dividend and then do an offering with the anticipation that the stock's just going to keep getting pummeled. The market hates offerings. Okay. And it wasn't that much. It was 40 million shares. So we'll see. I've got a lot of time on this option, but at the same time, it doesn't mean like if you're in it with me, or if you're in any trade or any option, you have to stick to your stop losses. You have to stick with what you're comfortable. Mike says it all the time, like, like how much do you want to put on the table? How much do you want to risk? Okay. You've got to stick to that. Now, this trade, if it goes sideways, will be the first trade in 2021 that I've lost. I hope not. I've got till April 19th to find out. So we'll see. But I really like X. I think that infrastructure, is definitely going to be discussed. And I think that there are kind of a bunch of macro things going on that are going to be really helpful for steel. So, that's really, my 2 cents on U.S. steel. I'm still very long U.S. steel, and I'll continue to be long. And, if I get taxed on this option, then I'm sure I'm going to play probably 50 other options that will kill. All right.
Yeah, for sure. Cool, man.
All right, guys.
Thanks a lot, brother. I'll see you in chat tomorrow.
Peace.
All right, guys, man, that was awesome, man. Just a really cool, awesome live stream tonight. We talked about a lot of stuff. Mike was great. I can't believe we had DMX on the live stream tonight. That's wild. That is wild. I grew up to him, bro. Like, I can't believe I was just talking to DMX. Like, it's awesome. It was so awesome. Guys, give me a quick follow on Twitter. My Twitter handle is right there at the bottom of your screen. It is at MikeEdward_TTG right there at the bottom of your screen, guys. Give me a follow on Twitter. I'm always sharing on my Twitter trade ideas, trade recaps. Sometimes when I enter a swing trade, I'll just pop it on Twitter real quick, kind of let you guys know what it is that I'm seeing, overall general market commentary. So you guys want to go ahead, give me a quick follow there on Twitter at MikeEdward_TTG. All right. So hope you guys kind of enjoyed that. Listen, guys, seriously, anyone that's interested in the cannabis space, you guys have got to pay attention to what the Wolf is talking about. The guy knows his stuff like anything I've ever seen in the cannabis space. I do not buy or sell a cannabis stock without first consulting the Wolf. So if you guys are interested in the cannabis space, and there's Adam. All right. And there was Adam.
I mean, are you not entertained?
You got a bad echo.
Damn it.
So yeah, guys. So I hope you guys, enjoyed kind of, what we were talking about there tonight. It's a lot. And I think that with what Chuck Schumer said, now that we know that, federal legalizations is on the docket, at least, like it's something that is going to be on their minds and something that they're going to be working towards. And as that news headline starts to play itself out, you can really get some momentum behind a lot of those names. And if that federal legalization does actually take place, it's an absolute game changer. The entire industry changes overnight. The valuation of the industry changes overnight. And all of us in the TTG family will be positioned in those stocks well ahead of the rest of the crowd that will just be buying those stocks for the very first time. Okay. So what I want to do now here, guys, is I want to see how many people that are on the live stream right now that are not a member of True Trading Group. I want you guys to go ahead and type the letters TTG in chat right now if you are not a member of True Trading Group. All right, we got Dennis. It's your girl, Jay. Ruben Sanchez. Yes, we are still live. Gonzalo Carroza, Nicholas Snow, Brad Torta, Walter Freeland, Maria Ramon, Shane Olson, Larry Schwa, Tony B. Larry, I hope you appreciated the cannabis talk because I saw you made a comment earlier. I hope you appreciated the cannabis talk. We got Tony B, Khaled, Jamie, Nicholas Moretti, Mark Thompson, Josh Games, Gabrielle Corno, Viral World, my girl Diane Fig. How are you? Fourth Quarter Sports Cards, Mark Burr, Willie Bernhardt, Jason Hume, Sheila Johnson, J. Remy Bullet, Stephen Darbin, Cam Nung, Pachumrak, sorry, Richard Maldonado, Leah Das Music Lance, I see you, brother. Listra Martin, we got just Mike. Oh, Cody Kamisi just joined today. Cody, welcome to the family, Cody. Cody just joined today. Everybody, TTG fan, welcome Cody. He just joined the group today. James, you, Mark Peterson, I like your style. Mark Peterson says, not yet, but soon. I like it. I like it. I like it. Guys, those of you that all just typed the letters TTG in chat right now, we got Julio Mata as well. We got a bunch. Those of you that just typed TTG in chat, I want to know right now, what are your goals? What are your goals in trying to become a consistently profitable trader? What would it mean to you guys to be able to be consistently profitable? Type your goals to me right now in this chat. Nice. Jamie Lane just joined the team last week. Welcome. Oh, Rocco just joined the group today. Hey, yo, Rocco. Welcome to the family, Rocco. So go ahead, guys. Type away. Type your goals. I want to know what they are. Nice. Scotty, more time with my family to make confident trades. There's my boy Sean, wants that Patek 5726. You better get this watch one day, Sean. I need to know when you do. Gabriel Independence. Oh, Michaela just joined today. Michaela, welcome to the family. Shane wants to replace their day job. Oh my God, Alyssa Faye. I'm a lifetime member. I'm approaching 100K since joining in June. Alyssa Faye, that's incredible. Congratulations. Congratulations. Finished construction on my house so I can ride some snowmobiles more. Want more freedom. My boy T-Rex. Kenneth wants a Garmin watch. Della's going to join as soon as they can. Della, I'm ready when you are. James Fearless says, I joined the other day, guys. It's been so great so far. James, welcome to the family. Good, guys. Guys, awesome. Great. These are good goals. I see you guys are all typing away a bunch of I see all of you are typing away a bunch of your goals right now in chat, and that's excellent. These are all good. It's good goals. It's good to have these goals because it's important for you to have something that's going to motivate you guys. Because like I said, becoming a consistently profitable trader, it's not a get rich quick scheme. You guys have to be willing to put in some work. Guys, I'm going to ask real quick, like my TTG members, okay, and especially if you're a new TTG member. Okay. Do you think True Trading Group is worth the price of admission? Okay. Do you think that True Trading Group is worth the price of a membership? If you are a TTG member, I want you to comment in chat right now if you think True Trading Group is worth the membership cost. I want you guys to sound off in chat right now. For those of you that just typed TTG in chat, please pay very close attention to the comments that are coming through in the chat room right now, because these are real TTG members. These are your peers, ladies and gentlemen. If you just typed TTG in chat, these are your peers. These are people that just a few weeks or a few months ago were sitting in your exact same shoes in their house, on their phone, okay, on their computer, on their laptop, watching this live stream, deciding if TTD is right for them. Someone just asked, is this for US people only? No, we have members from all over the world. We have members in Thailand, Japan. We have members in Hong Kong. We have members in Italy, the UK, Spain. We have members obviously in Canada and the United States. We've got members from all over the Netherlands. We have members from all over the world, guys, in True Trading Group. Members in Australia, New Zealand. We have literally members from all over the world. Now what I want to do is I want to know how many of my TTG family members, how many of you work a full-time job? If you work a full-time job, type the letter I in chat right now if you work a full-time job. Now, what I want those of you that typed TTG in chat, I want you to pay very close attention to see how many letter I's come through on this chat room screen right now. These are all of your TTG family members that work a full-time job and are still taking advantage of the education that TTG provides, the platform that we provide, and the education to become profitable traders. I want you guys to just pay attention right now to the comments that are coming through there in chat. For those that maybe work a full-time job, I might be thinking, you know what? I'm not sure if this is for me. I work a full-time job. I don't know if I'm going to be able to take advantage of it. You guys are seeing how many members that are commenting that there right now. So listen, guys, for those that all type TTG in chat, I need you to pay attention to me right now. Okay, if you typed TTG, please pay attention to the next things that are about to come out of my mouth, because True Trading Group is so much more than just a chat room or a trade alert service. You heard Mike earlier tonight, the TTG member that I brought on, the guest, Breathe Easy, HVAC is his username in chat. He was part of another group before he joined True Trading Group, but they, it was a follow the leader type of service. They would just call out a trade and you would just follow it or not, but they didn't teach him anything. Okay. And that's why he's come over now and he's a member of True Trading Group. And that's why he's up over, $115,000 since joining the group. Okay. Because we teach you how to stand on your own 2 feet. We will teach you how to fish. Okay. So let me ask you guys a question real quick. Those that type TTG in chat, what is it worth to you to learn a skill that's got the potential to change your life for the better, the potential to help you stand on your own 2 feet financially and achieve the goals that you all just mentioned there to be me before in chat? What is something, what would a skill that would allow you to achieve those goals, what would that be worth to you? Okay. Because a membership to True Trading Group is usually $2,212. But right now, tonight, we are offering you a 39% discount that brings the price of a membership all the way down to just $1,331 when you use coupon code TTG121 as we work our way up to a $2,000 discounted price point. Okay. Every day in the month of February, we are raising our price by a couple bucks as we work our way up to that $2,000 number, which means tomorrow the price of a membership will be higher than it is right here, right now on this live stream. So take advantage of that coupon code TTG121 and get that 39% discount, brings the price all the way down to $1,331. My TTG family members, have you already made back your membership fee? I want you to sound off in chat if you are a TTG member and have already made back your membership fee. Sound off in chat right now. Guys, if you're not a member, pay attention to how many people are about to comment there in chat. You're about to see how many of my TTG family members that are on this live that have already made back their membership fee. Okay, I want you guys to pay close attention to how many people are commenting right there in chat. Now, some of you might be thinking to yourselves, man, you know what, like $1,300, that sounds like a lot, but I want you to think again. If you think that's a lot, I want you to think again, because let me explain to you what you actually get as a member of True Trading Group. Because I told you, we're not just a chat room and an alert service. We take the top premium trading tools and products and we bundle them together as part of your True Trading Group membership. Okay, guys, look at these comments. Are you kidding me? 50 times my membership in 2 months. Ricky, 10 times his membership. Mark doubled their membership on their very first day. Like, you guys just read some of the comments that are coming through in chat. It's insane. Okay, it's insane. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. All right. So guys, listen, okay, we take those top premium, guys, here, how about this? I see some people are asking about, well, how much did you start with? If you guys don't mind, my TT members, if you guys don't mind, if you want to comment in chat right now, what is the average amount of money that you started with when you joined the True Trading Group? If you are a TTG member, and if you guys don't mind, comment in chat, what is the average dollar amount that you started with when you joined True Trading Group? Just so people that are watching this live that are not yet members can see. Nadeem started with $5,000. Nick, 1,000. Skip Trades, 500. David Padilla, 1,000. Matt T, 1K. Sean, 10 grand. Okay, Mark, 500. Chef Daddy started with $5,000. It's now up to 47. Kenneth started with 2,000. Okay. Meester Newbie, 15K. WV Sniper, 1K. My boy Lance, $250,000. Alan started with $9,000. Tommy, $7,500. Betty Perez started with $500. Ricky Jennings started with $5K, went down to $1,300, then found True Trading Group, and in 3 months, his account's over $15,000. Matt McGregor started with $500. Taurus Trader, $580. G. Bempsey started with $80,000. So you guys can see you don't need tens of thousands of dollars to get started trading and to make back your membership fee. You're seeing people with $500, $600, $1,000, and they've already made back their membership fee. Okay, Ghostface Trader, $1,000, and these people have already made back their membership fee, guys. Okay, so this is what I mean by you think 1,300 sounds like a lot. It's not. Let me explain what you're actually getting access to. TTG is an investment in yourself. Okay, you will have access to. People have been throwing their life savings into GameStop. People have been throwing their life savings into GameStop. Why not take some of that money and dump it into a TTG education and get yourself an actual education? Why? Are you worth less? No. Best investment you can make is in yourself. I'd rather have a $500 account with an education than a $500,000 account with no education, because honestly, it doesn't matter if you have 5 million in your account without an education, you're going to lose it anyway. Okay. So guys, as a member of TTG, you will get included Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed with a Squawk Box feature that is included right in our chat room. That gives you live breaking to the second news alerts right in our chat. Allows you guys to turn on a Squawk Box feature, turn on your speakers, and actually listen to the news headlines as they come across the wire. Okay. People ask me all the time, where do I get my news feed, my news from? Right in our chat room. Benzinga Pro real-time news feed right there inside of our chat room, breaking up to the second news alerts. You guys are also going to get quote streams, real-time level 1 and full book level 2 with streaming options data as well. And that's going to come included with a trade simulator that will let you trade stocks and options with real-time data and fake money. I highly recommend, if you're a beginner trader or you're not yet a consistently profitable trader, please start off on the trade simulator. It's there for a reason. It's totally free. There's no additional fee to use these services. They're included with your membership. Practice what you learn in the courses in the simulator first. Okay, practice what you learn in the simulator on the courses in the simulator first. You guys will also have access to Trade Ideas real-time preset scanners that are streamed directly to members during the day. These are scanners that are going to show you stocks that are making a new high of the day, stocks that have unusual volume surges, stocks that are your top gainers on the day. All of this is included at no additional fee, guys. You're going to get access to TradingView's pro charting software with real-time streaming data that our members, again, there's no additional fee for any of these services. This is all included when you join with coupon code TTG121 and lock in that 39% discount. You guys are going to get at least a minimum 10 easy to follow, actionable, real-time, trade alerts from a community of traders that has over an 82% win rate, which means 82% of the time that myself or one of the other moderators calls out a trade in chat, it is a profitable one. Okay. And there's no upsell when it comes to any of our courses or any of our products and tools. When you join True Trading Group, guys, you are getting access to a simplified version of the educational training program that I received when I worked at a fund in New York City. Okay. All right. We have a 15-course curriculum that's got multiple chapters in each course, multiple lessons in each chapter that covers everything from beginner and foundation courses, advanced courses, option courses, trader psychology courses, swing trading courses, how to trade during a market crash, you name it. We've got it. You have access to all of it. You don't sign up and then all of a sudden there's these special VIP courses that you have to pay more money for that hold some other kind of secret that you guys that are not including other courses. None of that nonsense. So when you guys sign up, you get access to the entire TTG curriculum when you guys join, and our curriculum is in text and video format. Okay, we are also fully transparent in True Trading Group. We keep a trading journal and a record of all of our trades right on the website for you guys to see. Track all of our buys, all of our sells, wins, losses, break evens, they're all right there on the website for you guys to see. Fully transparent, open book. You guys can track the trades on all of our moderators. Okay. In addition to all the courses, you're going to get access to over 100 hours of additional educational video content that is recorded, workshops, webinars, and live events that myself and the other moderators have conducted over the over time, covering various trading topics. This is in addition to the courses. Okay. Some of the topics that we've covered in some of these workshops, guys, just to name a few, is like, hey, turning a $500 account into a $25,000 account, how to trade doing with a full-time job, how to conduct proper due diligence for a long-term investment, how to resist FOMO and have confidence pulling the trigger. These are just some of the topics that we have covered in these live workshops. You'll have access to this entire video library. It's over 100 hours of additional educational video content, and that's on top of all of the courses. You can also participate and have access to these events now live as a full-time member and get access to them, and participate with the and participate in the live events. We also have our red to green events, guys, which is, like I said before, we leave no trader behind. We leave no trader behind. So we have every couple of weeks, we have a workshop in chat, which is specifically for TTG members that are still red. Okay. So like I said to you before, obviously you see all the comments of people there typing in chat about the success that they're having. And the vast majority of TTG members are killing it, but not everyone's killing it. We do still have members that are struggling, but we leave no trader behind. We recognize that, and we work with them to do red to green workshops to answer questions and go over lessons that our members that are still struggling are having troubles with. And myself and other moderators will conduct those red to green workshops every couple of weeks to help out those members that are still struggling. Okay. So like I said, guys, normally a 1-year membership would cost $2,212, but right now on this live stream, you can get a 39% discount, which brings the price of a membership all the way down to $1,331 when you use coupon code TTG121. And okay, by midnight, okay, after midnight, the price is going up by a couple of bucks as we work our way up to that $2,000 price point. Also, anyone that signs up here tonight, okay, by midnight, we'll get a free Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet. That is the perfect tool for you to stay connected on the go while you guys are still trading and learning, even though you're not in front of your computer. We're even going to cover the shipping. This is totally free, our gift to you. This is the perfect tool for you guys to stay connected also with our mobile app. Our mobile app is downloadable on iPhone and Android. You guys can put it on your mobile device. That allows you to stay connected to our chat room, see the screen share, listen to the audio analysis, and most importantly, get real-time push notifications sent directly to your mobile device whenever a moderator enters or exits a trade. Again, anyone that signs up by midnight tonight will get a free Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet that uses coupon code TTG121. All right, guys, that real-time, that Benzinga Pro news feed I told you guys about before, that alone costs $1,188 if you went to Benzinga on your own. It's included for free with your membership. The trade simulator would cost you $750 a year. That's included with your membership. Okay. Level 1 and level 2 would be $990 a year. That's included in your membership. And TradingView Pro's charting software, they charge $720 a year for that service. That is included for free when you guys join True Trading Group. That is $3,648 of additional premium services and products that are included with your membership at no additional fee. Take advantage of this coupon code, guys, and lock in all of this value before the price goes up. Okay. And I'm going to take things one step further. Everyone that typed TTG in chat before, pay attention to what I'm saying to you right now, because I'm about to show you how much I believe in True Trading Group and how confident I am that if you're willing to put in a little bit of work, this can and will work for you. Listen, seriously, if you guys are on the fence right now, you're like, Mike, that sounds cool, but I'm not sure. I'm going to make you guys a deal right now. If you sign up with coupon code TTG121 by midnight, and then if you go through all of our courses, pass all of the quizzes at the end of our courses, and attend a private study group. If you do those 3 things, If you do not make back the $1,331 fee at least once throughout your membership, I'll give you all of your money back. I'm offering you a complete money back guarantee, putting my money where my mouth is right now on this live. That is how confident I am that this education can and will work for you, because it made me the trader that I am today, and it's made my members the traders that they are, and I see the success that they're having. You see the success that they're having. You saw everyone's comments during this live. Okay. I am guaranteeing your membership cost for you. So what do you guys have to lose? What do you guys have to lose? Worst case, you get a refund and a free Amazon Kindle. If you don't make back that $13.31 at least once throughout your membership, you get that money back and you get a free Amazon Kindle. That's how confident I am that this can and will work for you, because I see it happening on a daily basis with all of my members. Okay. So again, guys, take advantage, coupon code TTG121, and also give yourselves a chance to win a Tesla or $30,000, because every time TTG gets 300 new members, we raffle off a Tesla or $30,000 cold hard cash. And I believe let me see, let me actually do a quick little check of how close we are there. Let me see. Yeah, guys, looks like we're about 60%. No, doesn't look like 85%. All right, looks like we're about 85% of the way there, guys, for that Tesla. All right, so it looks like we're about 85% of the way there for the Tesla. So every time we get 300 new members, guys, we raffle off a Tesla or $30,000 cash. All right, and it looks like we're almost about 80% of the way there. All right, all you have to do, guys, is be a member of Two Trading Group. Again, coupon code TTG121, okay, to have your name included in that raffle. Okay, to have your name included in that raffle. All right, guys, price is going up tomorrow, so make sure you take advantage of it. Listen, anyone that's still on the fence, we do have a 7-day trial. That's our TG3 trial program. You can join for just, okay, that's what I thought. It's about 67 or 68% of the way there for that Tesla giveaway. So guys, listen, if you guys want, you can join our TT3 trial program. It's a 7-day membership that gets you access to our dashboard for a week. You'll be able to see the resource and tools available to you as a full-time member. You'll get 3 sample trial courses included in your membership, and you'll get access to 3 days in our live trading chat room to trade alongside me and the rest of the TGD team full-time for those 3 days. And that's all for just $3. That's a one-time payment of $3. It's not reoccurring. There's no auto renew. It's literally less than a cup of coffee. For that, go to ttgthree.com. Again, that is ttgthree.com for our 7-day trial. You can upgrade to a full membership at any time during your trial, but you're under no obligation to do so. The only thing is, you guys will not be able to get that $13.31 price point. You will not be able to you'll also not be able to get the free Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet. And speaking of cups of coffee, guys, our membership works out to $3.64 a day. My cold brew at Starbucks costs like $4.50. That is how much your membership is going to cost you, $3.64 per day. Okay, so if you go to Starbucks every day, you're spending more on coffee than you are an investment in education that could potentially change your life and your family's life for the better. Take advantage of coupon code TTG121 right here before midnight, before that price goes up. I want to thank all of you guys for joining me tonight on this live stream. If you have not done so already, click that subscribe button, turn on those notifications, and of course, smash that like button, get your butts in chat. Thank you guys for joining us. Hope you guys had fun tonight. We had DMX on here, which was super cool. And then we talked a lot about some cannabis stocks. You know, we've been absolutely on fire. The Wolf's been on fire with those cannabis plays. I know a lot of members have been banking on it big time. So like I said, guys, TTG121, use that coupon code. You've got less than 2 hours left to lock in that 39% discount and claim that free Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet. I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow. Take care.